Hello, welcome back to We Are City channel for FC24 Manchester City career mode. We approach the last month of the series. In today's episode it will be Everton at home simulated, an away game to Liverpool, an away game to Chelsea, then Arsenal in the Emirates FA Cup, leaving the final episode with the big one, the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. All to play for Manchester City, and so much excitement still left in this series. Well, it's a 3-1 win at home against Everton. Jan Kuto, Oscar Bob and Matheus Nunes on the score sheet there for Manchester City in the simulation. A 9.1 rating for Matheus Nunes, who gets man of the match. And City come away with another 3 points. Unfortunately for Andrew, the goalkeeper, no clean sheet. And so it's first versus second. Manchester City, a side that have run away with the Premier League title, top of the Premier League table on 91 points. No chance anyone's getting anywhere near us. We've already lifted the title. Second place Liverpool, and also is 9th place Chelsea in today's episode in terms of the Premier League. Liverpool will look to try and set a marker down, won't they, and say, listen, you might have won the Premier League, but we're still not far off you because we've beat you today. Away at Anfield is a tough test for Manchester City. Pre-match report for Liverpool shows us they're going to go with Gakpo, Diaz and Salah at the front three. Agate, Szoboszlai and Gravenberch in the midfield three. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Cuti Romero, Captain Matip and Zinchenko the back four. Alisson Becker starts to go. It's Raspadori, Nico, Elizondo, Griffo, Endo, Tomiskas and Keller on the bench. Won 5 of their last 5, and look at those ratings there of how good they are. Key defensive player Garte in the middle, key attacking player Arnold from right back, and Cody Gakpo at false 9. Well, Kevin De Bruyne not even in the squad today, left out and rested. Edison, Captain Diaz, Stones and Akanji at the back 3. Luis and Rodri part of the midfield 2 with Eze and Yamal Musiala in front. It's Foden on the right, Doku in the left, and Julian Alvarez through the middle. On the bench we've got Joel Ndala, Claudio Echeverri, Grealish, Nunez, Zumendi, Barco and Goyi. The rest are rested for the future. So at Anfield, where Manchester City don't have the best of records, we come here in the Premier League looking just to say, you listen, we are top of the Premier League. We are Premier League champions 6 times in a row. And no side is near us. And I know we lost quite a lot of games to Liverpool last season. I'm looking to beat them here just to keep the sort of feud going and just to keep our confidence going towards the FA Cup and Champions League final. And Gravenberch, Eze, flip one over top here to Musiala in a way by Alexander Zinchenko. Rico Lewis across and City back out towards Rodri. Good start for Manchester City. Rico Lewis. Foden against Zinchenko. He skipped past Zinchenko. Crossing by Foden. Attacking it is Musiala. And down towards Phil Foden. Musiala back to his feet. Against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Took it off him. Doku in there to Musiala. Oh, big save. Alisson away by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Against Zinchenko. Foden. Musiala in behind here. Musiala into Alvarez. Alvarez at the near post. Big save by Alisson behind for a corner. Very big save by Alisson. Dominic Szoboszlai here. Akanji trying to stop him. Cody Gakpo blocked away by Ruben Diaz. Or is it John Stones? I'm not sure. It's behind for a corner anyway. This is a high intensity, massively pressured game. Musiala away. Alvarez there. Beaten to it by Trent, was he? No. Eze. Is that a foul Liverpool's way? Really? Really, referee? Cody Gakpo's gone for goal here. Down the middle to Edison. Luis Diaz past Eze. Like he's not there. Pulled it back. Kanji away. Musiala there as well. Mo Salah. Luis Diaz. Szoboszlai. Cody Gakpo gives them the lead. 1-0 Liverpool. How many times from corners do we concede like that? And Liverpool score through Cody Gakpo. Ruben Diaz just fell asleep there. Ruben Diaz fell asleep. 14 goals this season for Gakpo. Liverpool lead the league leaders. Musiala. Lovely turn by Yama Musiala. Great skill by Musiala. Musiala. Musiala! Oh, what a goal from Yama Musiala. 1-1. What a goal from Yama Musiala. Well, that's why you pay 125 million for a midfielder as good as that. What a bit of play from Musiala there. Takes on Liverpool, bursts away. Cuts back past Captain Matip onto that left foot. And bends it past goalkeeper Alisson. What a finish by Yama Musiala. 1-1, and he's trying to get himself into starting the Champions League final, I believe. Musiala. Good feet. Musiala! Just tackled the box there. That is half-time. 1-1 between City and Liverpool at Anfield. An exciting one. That close to taking the lead through Yama Musiala there. Musiala takes it away into Phil Foden. Good play. Foden away from Zinchenko. Foden into Alvarez here. Julian falls to Eze. Back through to Alvarez here. Alvarez! City take the lead. And it's Julian Alvarez to make it 2-1. Well, he might not be Erling Haaland, He might not be Erling Haaland. We might be without Erling Haaland. But Alvarez is a superstar. And Alvarez has done it again here. Good play. Eze through. Alvarez into the top corner. Manchester City make it 2-1 to them at Anfield. And Alvarez scores again. Well, he's our top goal scorer in the Premier League, barring Erling Haaland. Eze, well played, City. Trent fouled him there. Eze bursts away for Manchester City. Eze, pass cut to Romero. Eze, brilliant from Eze. Here's Eze. Eze! Eze makes it 3-1 Manchester City at Anfield. It is Eze with a goal. It's the signature celebration, is it? No, he's going for a bit of a special one from Eze. What a player. What a player he is. Haaland, De Bruyne, Alvarez and Eze. 4 nominations for player of the season. Eze has been unbelievable this year. Again. 3-1 Manchester City. Eze, Musiala, De Bruyne, Foden. So many attacking quality players to pick out. Bit of a foul in there by Rico Lewis. They play on Salah. Away from Rodri. Ruben Diaz slides in. Full-blooded wins it. Rodri picks up an injury. Musiala through to Alvarez, who's in. Alvarez! Alvarez! Big save by Alisson. Foden. Good play by Phil. Foden still. Into Eze. Eze. Alvarez on the volley here. What a save by Alisson. Luis and Dala. Eze. Musiala. Mateus Nunes. Oh, just over the bar by the former Wolves man. Musiala not in there anymore. It's Mateus Nunes, and he just nearly pulled it off a really, really spectacular strike there. Who's got all the drive in the world in him. Mateus Nunes for Rico Lewis. Here's Rico. Rico Lewis for Manchester City. Chase. Lewis by Romero. Lewis. Eze! Oh, save by Alisson. Leaves it. There's Luis Diaz. Foden across to win it. Foden keeps it in as well. Brilliant from Phil Foden. Into Eze, what a ball, and through to Alvarez, what a ball as well. And here's Julian Alvarez here for Manchester City to make it 4-1 and wrap it up. Alvarez makes it 4-1 Manchester City for whatever reason. Somehow it's been skipped the replay. Eze with the assist, Alvarez with a thump past Alisson. We want more, City. 4-1, 19 goals in 20 games in the Premier League, Alvarez. Well, maybe he could get Erling Haaland levels of goals if he started every game. Maybe. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Nothing you can do, Liverpool, because Manchester City win 4-1 at Anfield. We smash you. We destroy you. Second in the Premier League, and you are not even fit to lace the boots, this Manchester City side. 4-1. Pep Guardiola's team. Unbelievable. EA Sports give man of the match to Eze with 8.7. I can't disagree. 1 goal and 2 assists. Alvarez got 2 goals up front as well. Doku got an 8.3. Eze, there's no more words to describe how spectacular Eze is. What a player. 4-1 against Liverpool, and he performed unbelievably again. Wow. Well, there we have it. Official news coming from David Ornstein on Twitter, the most reliable person in world football for football news. Pep Guardiola to leave Manchester City after 10 years at the club at the end of his contract this summer. Guardiola communicated his decision to the Manchester City board this week after long deliberation. Been thinking about Pep. He looks like he's going to achieve everything possible. Guardiola plans to take a long sabbatical away from football and rest before considering any future projects. There is some suggestion actually that Pep could retire if City to win all trophies this window, this summer, this year. I can't believe it. I can't even get my words right. Man City are now considering replacements with the list including names such as Roberto De Zerbi and Mikel of Girona. But Pep Guardiola is to go. End of an era. The last dance is complete. 10 years at Manchester City and Pep Guardiola is off. He is going to be leaving the club. We don't know where he's going. It looks like he's going to take a long sabbatical. He could retire, some say. Maybe he'll come back in the future for club football, for international football, which he's mentioned many a times. But all we can do is thank Pep for everything he's done at Manchester City. And that is absolutely massive news. Guardiola to leave City at the end of the season. 10 years at the club. 10 years, which means the end of an absolute era. An icon here. The most successful manager in footballing history. In Premier League history, maybe. And Manchester City, certainly. What he's done is what he's achieved. And I can't believe he's going. I just don't think there's ever going to be an era as good as this one we've just been living. It's a realisation that all good things come to an end, and certainly this one with Pep Guardiola is about to. Concentrate on the end of the season now in positive circumstances, but without Pep, things will just not feel the same at Manchester City. I am sure of that. But yeah, as we expected with Rodri, 3 months out, he's going to miss the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. So unfortunate for Rodri. And it's Chelsea in our final Premier League game of the season. And it's going to be an emotional one perhaps because maybe Pep Guardiola, this is his last Premier League game in charge of Manchester City. Against Chelsea, 9th place Chelsea. Ramiro starts the goal. It's Chilwell, Chalobah, Diamande and Gertrude in the back four. Enzo Fernandez and Renato Tapia sitting in front with Nkunku, Mudryk and Anyurin. Behind Fofana up top, it's Diogo Costa, Edwards, Diasasi, Sterling, Toni Kroos, Agnello and Peter on the bench. Pochettino's side have a key defensive player in Diamande and a key attacking player in Enzo Fernandez and Nkunku in the midfield. But it's going to be an emotional one, this one. Final Premier League game for Pep Guardiola, perhaps. Maybe for some of the players as well who decide that with Pep gone, they want to go. So much is coming for this club and so much change is coming next season that I don't know if things will ever be this good. I think this is the best it's ever going to get. Well, the final game of the Premier League season looks like this. Ederson starting goal with Goyi, captain Akanji and Vardy at the back three. Valentin Barco, partners of Zubimendi in the midfield two. Musiala and Eze in front with Grealish on the left. Xavi on the right. And Claudio Echeverri at false nine. On the bench, Jeremy Doku, Oscar Bob, Kevin De Bruyne, Matheus Nunes, Maximo Perrone, John Stones and Jan Couto, Rico Lewis, John Stones, and Dala Foden and Alvarez miss out. Maybe Ndala should be in there, but there's just no room for him today against Chelsea for the final game of the Premier League season. Chelsea Football Club, here, the pride of London they call themselves, Stamford Bridge. But Chelsea have been poor for season upon season upon season upon season. And with all the money spent, with billions and billions of pounds spent in this Chelsea side, they've never got any better. An FA Cup winner, a chance for Chelsea at the start of this one. Enzo Fernandez blocked away by City. Chance again, blocked away. Another chance again. Ederson makes a save. Who takes it away from Chilwell. Brilliant from Akanji. And there is Claudio Echeverri making a run. Echeverri to the far post here. Ramiro's there. Tried to lift it right over the keeper towards Grealish. Unfortunately, not enough in the cross from the young Argentinian. And Nkunku, Enzo Fernandez wide. And you're in. Foot in there. And Nkunku, I do not know what Ederson is doing there. 1-0 Chelsea. What is Ederson doing there? This should be an easy claim for Eddie. Why is he running that way? The ball's in front of him and he's running that way, Ederson. I don't understand it at all. It's embarrassing goalkeeping from Ederson. Chelsea take the lead and Nkunku gets his 12th of the season. Back he goes to goalkeeper Ederson. Goes over to Akanji. I tell you what is Ederson playing at today? Good save from Mikhailo Mudryk, but what is Ederson playing at today? Zubimendi. Musiala. Echeverri! Good save by Ramiro behind for a corner. Corner for Grealish to take. Swung in. Akanji in there. Vardy attacks it. Ramiro, very strong goalkeeping. Always going to get there. Always going to get there, Alex Ramiro. Savio. Skips past Chilwell. Brilliant from Savio. Savio still. Savio. Echeverri! Great goal by Echeverri. And City equalise at 1-1. Well, he's certainly got a bit of a striker feel about him, Echeverri. He certainly has. Lovely pull back to him. And he strikes at the top corner. In the game against Arsenal, I think in the previous episode where he missed a few chances. But this one takes it well. Plants it in the top corner. I think if he'd working his finishing, Echeverri, he could be a very good striker to us. A backup to Alvarez and Haaland. Echeverri arriving back out to Grealish. Good feet by Jack Grealish. Akanji. Eze. Left-footed bend by Eze off the crossbar by Eze. What a strike. Oh my word. Dealt it by Chelsea. A bit of a miscommunication with the keeper off Musiala. Behind for a throw-in. That is half-time. City 1, Chelsea 1 at Stamford Bridge. Here's Eze. Eze for City. Runs it from one end to the other here, Eze. Brilliant. Over the top here to Echeverri. Echeverri's in again here. City take the lead. 2-1. And this man is the new Lionel Messi they were saying. He just might be. Claudio Echeverri with his second goal of the game. He could absolutely burst into life as one of the best young players in world football. Echeverri on the strike. Look at the flag going mental there. What a finish by Echeverri. Ramiro beaten. He's second of the game. City 2. Chelsea 1. Claudio Echeverri. Well, it's just fitting that Pep Guardiola, what could be his final Premier League game, lets us see witness to the new Lionel Messi. He gave birth to Lionel Messi so many years ago. And now, he's given birth to another one, it feels like. Jack Grealish for City. Grealish into Echeverri. Echeverri onto that right foot. Just past the post by Echeverri. Oh my word, he is so good. Musiala. Through to Grealish. Grealish. Oh, tries to cut it back down the box, referee. That was a penalty. Not the second time. Edwards keeps it. Zubimendi in there. Chance for Chelsea. Guardiola goes chasing. Enzo. Enzo Fernandez. What a strike. 2-2. Stood off him and Enzo scores. Stood off him and he scores. 2-2. I'm going to make some changes here. Musiala will stay on. Kevin De Bruyne comes on. Going to bring on Oscar Bob for Grealish and push Xavi out to the far side. Matheus Nunes for Valentin Barco. Bit more attack in there. Maybe Yan Couto as well at some point. Into Oscar Bob here. Options for Bob. Back through to Echeverri. Echeverri, lovely play. Savio. Savio is in here. Savio makes it 3-2 Manchester City. Come on, Savio. Great play by him. 3-2 Manchester City. Savio has been very, very impactful for this season. Very, very impactful. And he makes a positive impact again. Echeverri with the assist, who's probably going to get man of the match, by the way. Into Savio. Smashed in. Great goal for City. 3-2 in the lead. Savio with a goal. We're going to make some more changes now. So Mendy's rested. Yan Couto will come on. Savio. Through to Musiala. Echeverri. Oh, Echeverri tried to feed one through there. Unlucky. Unlucky. That is full time anyway. Manchester City 3, Chelsea 2. We end our Premier League season with 3 points, with a win, and with 3 goals. A win over Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea for Pep Guardiola. The City players who are already champions of the Premier League can celebrate together their final game this season. But still, the FA Cup final and the Champions League final left to play for Manchester City. Echeverri, spectacular performance by that young man today. Well, I can't disagree with this one. Man of the match with 2 goals and assists. 8.7 rating for Claudio Echeverri. My man of the match, EA Sports man of the match, 8.7 rating. What a star performance of striker again from him. Was another exclusive here from David Ornstein, this time about Manchester City's manager search. Man City have begun a new search with the help of Pep Guardiola, which is massive, with the help of Pep. The board of City have made communication with all the names on the list, which includes Roberto De Zerbi of Brighton, Mikel of Girona, Xabi Alonso of Bayer Leverkusen, Ange Postecoglou of Tottenham, and Vincent Kompany of Burnley. Man City want to prioritise a manager who can bring attractive football to the club. So there's some big names on that list, isn't there? No real proven winners, you'd say, but all up-and-coming young managers with plenty of potential. Now, all these managers would have a really big task. Not only are they replacing Pep Guardiola, they come into a Manchester City side with a 2-year transfer ban, meaning they'll have to work with the players already existing at the club. They can't make changes. There's not new players coming in. Maybe that transfer ban gets overturned after an appeal. Maybe it gets reduced to a 1-year transfer ban, but it means they cannot bring in the style players they want. But they are looking for players, managers with similar style to Pep Guardiola anyway, and players that suit that style. And also, you've got to think, there's lots of players that feel like they've completed their time at Manchester City. They've achieved everything they want at Manchester City, and we're expecting that big players could leave. We could lose Erling Haaland, we could lose Rodri, we could lose maybe a Ruben Diaz or an Ederson, or who sign a new deal. I expect not, but some big players are going to be leaving the club. A new manager has an absolutely colossus job to do here, probably the biggest job in world football, and it's not going to be easy at all, and I think it's going to be a very difficult job. I mean, one that a lot of managers won't want to take, I'm sure. Is this job too big for Ange Postecoglou of Spurs, too big for De Zerbi, too big for Mikel, too big for Xabi Alonso of Vincent Kompany? City have said that, you know, the man they bring in, they don't have to be a proven winner. They want them to be a winner at Manchester City. They just want to bring in someone with a good philosophy, a good football, a good manager who's proven to be a good manager, who can bring beautiful football to Manchester City. And the first thing that Pep Guardiola has always said he prioritised at Manchester City before the trophies was the way they play. And City are going with that same thing again. Of course, sporting director Txiki Begiristain, whether he stays or not, that might be different as well. He might decide to leave the club. If he does, we'll have to look for a new sporting director. But again, the sporting director will decide the players. But this time, we don't need a sporting director because the players won't be decided. No players are coming in. A new era at Manchester City is about to start, and it's a scary one. Something so new, something so different is scary. I just hope Manchester City get it right, and we can continue some sort of success into the future of this club. This final game of the episode time, FA Cup final against Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. And what's exciting about this one, even more exciting, is I was looking at the news, and it will be the Europa League winners Arsenal, because Arsenal beat Who did they beat in the final? 3-0 in the final, Arsenal, which is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations to them. They beat us 3-0 in the league, didn't they, with a heavily rotated side. Let's just have a look at the Europa League. Let's see who they beat in the final, Arsenal. So it was Lazio. So 3-0 in the Europa League final for Arsenal. So they will get into the Champions League next season. Despite, in the Premier League, a really shocking season for Mikel Arteta's men. They've got away with them there because they finished all the way down in 9th. We'll recap the Premier League and everything in our final episode because you can see there, that's how the Premier League finished and so on. And City, you know, did really well. Millwall, Blackburn and Brentford relegated in the end. Everton escaping relegation once again. But we'll go all into that into the final episode with the Champions League final. But let's end the episode now with, hopefully, City winning the FA Cup against Arsenal. Pre-match report for Arsenal here, and one real shocker in there. Well, I said Arsenal have got a really good starting 11. It's the reserves that are not so good, and that has been proven to me right there, right now. Jesus, Saka and Marcelo the front three, okay. But Aziz starts in the midfield with Captain Odegaard and Declan Rice. It's Nathan Ake, Jeraine Timber, Araujo and Nuno Mensch in the back four. Ramsdale starts in goal. I tell you what was unbelievable in the Premier League game against us. Havertz on the bench and Reece Nelson, and a group of players that I don't think are quality enough for Arsenal. Key defensive players are Araujo. Key attacking players, Saka couldn't get that out then. Jesus playing a sort of false nine, but I can't believe, you know, Martin Odegaard's someone to look out for. Aziz starts for them in the middle. Ramsdale, such a good goalkeeper. I think I've got to start Ederson here today as well, say ahead of Andrew. This is side for the FA Cup final. Ederson will start in goal with Diaz, Stones and Vardy the back three. Rico Lewis and Martin Zubimendi in the midfield two with captain Kevin De Bruyne and Eze in front. His phone on the right, Doku on the left, and Julian Alvarez through the middle. On the bench, we've got Savio, Musiala, Grealish and Mateus Nunes. What a bench. Yankuto, Barco and Akanji. No Goy, no injured Rodri, no injured Haaland, no Bob and Dalla. Perron, Carson, Andrew, of course, injured Haaland or Rodri or Echeverri today. But a strong side, fully fit side, hopefully to win the FA Cup. So FA Cup finally is from Wembley Stadium. We've already been here once this season, or twice here this season, and won both times. I think we won the Charity Shield as well at the start of the season if we were in that. So that's 3 times we won at Wembley. A great record. Out we're coming out against Mikel Arteta's Arsenal FA Cup final. Arsenal to perhaps do a double. Manchester City to do a domestic treble. On the line here in the FA Cup final. Arteta versus Guardiola. Manchester City versus Arsenal. Give it straight to Arsenal in our own box. Odegaard. Chance for Arsenal. Put wide of the post here by Nuno Mensch. But what are we playing at the back? Mendy again. Eze. Doku. Eze keeps the run going here. Eze! Blocked away with a shot or a cross. Falls to Doku. Into Araujo. Tackled. Doku keeps it well played. Vardy. Alvarez. Julian. Zubimendi. Rico Lewis. De Bruyne. Stones. De Bruyne back out towards Doku. Araujo lost it. Doku still. Araujo chasing him. Into Vardy. Zubimendi. Martin Zubimendi off the crossbar. Nathan Ake away. Arsenal longing in behind here. Trouble for City. Martinelli. Martinelli. Pulled it back here. Gabriel Jesus. Big save. Ederson at the near post. Behind for a corner for Arsenal. Arteta's side want that double. City have got a domestic treble on the line. Arsenal have got a double on the line here. Wins a corner for Doku. Does Doku for Manchester City. De Bruyne to swing one in. Good pace on it. John Stones is there, right at Ramsdale, and Stones gets on the rebound. 1-0 Manchester City in the FA Cup final, and it's John Stones with the goal. Header first, save back to him, and then fired in by Stones. Good crossing by De Bruyne. Thumping header by Stones, falls to him, and he just beats ooh, does he? I think Martinelli kicks this into John Stones. I think Martinelli clears it into Stones and it goes in as he's about to hit it. Stones scores. Manchester City 1, Arsenal 0. City take the lead in the FA Cup final. Doku. Cross it in. Alvarez in there. Falls to De Bruyne, blocked away. Another corner for Manchester City who they continue to push it. Arsenal under a lot of pressure now. De Bruyne swings one in. It's Stones again, and Stones over the bar this time. Can't get the head right on it. Vardy, Eze, Zubimendi, Rico Lewis, Stones into De Bruyne, heavy touch, falls to Alvarez! 2-0 City in the FA Cup final, and it's Julian Alvarez with a strike, 2-0. Big goal from Alvarez, big goal, 2-0. Can we get a bit lucky here? Falls straight to Alvarez. Bang. On it. Finishes it off. 2-0 Manchester City. Come on. Alvarez beaten. Well, Alvarez beats Ramsdale, which is not easy. Trouble again here, Arsenal. Drain Timber up against Doku. Doku past him. Doku still going here. Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku! Oh, what a save by Ramsdale. What a save by Ramsdale. Corner ball. Absolutely tearing Arsenal apart here. Doku. De Bruyne. Zubimendi! Oh, big save by Ramsdale again. Martin Zubimendi thought he'd scored him for himself there. He's stepping up in the absence of Rodri. De Bruyne out. Eze on the chest. Eze on the volley! Over the bar by Ramsdale once more. It's not, because Zubimendi's won it. That is half-time. Manchester City 2. Arsenal 0 at half-time, the FA Cup. Mikel Arteta's side so far look like they're going to lose the FA Cup final to City. Brilliant from Eze. Just an unbelievable footballer. Foden. Into Eze. Trouble for Arsenal. Eze. De Bruyne. Through to Alvarez. Alvarez! 3-0 at the start of the second half. Fantastic football. It's Alvarez again. City 3, Arsenal 0. And Manchester City are going to be lifting this FA Cup surely now. Look at the Arsenal fans raging in the background. Eze into De Bruyne, into Alvarez. No Haaland. Alvarez steps up. What a finish by Julian. No, it's a Phil Foden brilliantly by Ederson. De Bruyne. Whoa, Nathan Ake flattens Captain De Bruyne, who's picked up an injury now. Aziz is in. Diaz can't block it behind for a goal kick, but Captain Kevin De Bruyne, he's injured. Oh my God. Musiala comes on for him. Or do we keep him on here, De Bruyne? I can't believe De Bruyne is injured. Rico in behind to Phil Foden. Foden plays it off the touch there. Off Nathan Ake, Alvarez. Musiala. Eze! Oh, Ramsdale flew off his line there. I think he's offside anyway, Eze. Oh, unlucky. Guardiola stays with him. Bukayo Saka. Chance for Arsenal here. Saved by Ederson. And off the line by John Stones. And Alvarez towards Musiala. Against Nathan Ake. See you later, Ake. Musiala burst past Ake. Yeah, Musiala. City's club record signing. Musiala. Musiala! Oh, tries to poke it in. Alvarez. Alvarez blocked away. So unlucky. John Stones can't stop the cross. Diaz away. Penalty? Did Stones even touch Nuno Mensch there? That's what I want to know. He ran onto him after it's Reece Nelson. Saka against Ederson. Bukayo Saka scores to make it 3-1 in the FA Cup final. You can celebrate your little consolation goal all you want, Saka, from the spot. Phil Foden's dunked on your head again. Brilliant from Musiala. Musiala. Musiala blocked away. Onto Eze in. Ramsdale quickly off his line again. Switch of play to Savio. He's spectacular. Here, Brazilian Savio. In towards Musiala. Musiala clips it over Ramsdale. Good save on the keeper and away by... I think it's Declan Rice. Full-time whistle goes. We have won the FA Cup. Oh my word. The achievements this season are something we'll never do again. I don't think we'll ever do this again. This is unbelievable. Premier League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League final coming up, Manchester City. Domestic treble winners and could be quadruple winners. The only quadruple winners in football in history. 6 Premier League titles in a row. Do you understand what we've achieved here under Pep Guardiola? It is crazy. It's insane. It's unbelievable. It's something you never thought could happen. De Bruyne will be celebrating there. Diaz is going to have to lift the trophy because De Bruyne come off injured. But I just cannot believe how good, how successful, how amazing this team is. Up steps Ruben. I mean, these players, what more can you achieve in your career than what you've achieved in this one season? Some of these players are unbelievable. Manchester City, FA Cup winners. Wow. This is the most decorated side you'll ever see. I can't believe what we've achieved again. In that Champions League final now, if we win that, we're the best team of all time. The best team of all time in the history of football. Without a shadow of a doubt. City FA Cup winners. What a 3-1 over Arsenal in the final there. Well done, City. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. Well, Alvarez gets an 8.3 rating, but man of the match from myself and EA Sports goes to John Stones to that right side. He gave away a penalty, but he was fantastic. Scored a goal, was brilliant. Manchester City won 3-1. John Stones an 8.4 rating, but the series is not over there. We've got one more game left. The full series roundup and the awards to go. It's the Champions League final in the next episode. Please do like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. The Champions League final for City to win the quadruple. Never been done before. It's going to happen possibly. We'll see you guys. Wow, I can't believe that's coming up next time.